Today I'll be sharing a very simple yet unique recipe that will give you, my friends, the best pine tarts there are in the world.
Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Devani again. Welcome back to my channel. And of course, I'll be sharing with you guys these amazing pine tart recipe. My mom and I made these batches of pine tart. This is my mom's recipe. And if you want to see how it's made, continue watching.
So this is what the pine filling looks like, and these are all the ingredients that you're going to need for this filling. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grate one large fresh pineapple, and this one large works for the 20 pine tarts. Also add 1 cinnamon stick and of course brown sugar. We're moving on with that. I'm adding 2.5 cups of brown sugar for the 1 pineapple because I find that my pineapple was a little sour. So you want to stir that in. It's going to melt automatically, you know. And you want to drop it like it's hot, baby, because it is. And this is a good recipe and y'all gotta try it. And just ensure that the sugar is in there, but like 10 minutes after the pine was kind of simmering by itself first. And then you want to add the sugar, and believe me, the smell in the kitchen, like you just want to like eat this by itself. I promise you, it's that good. Yeah, I'm just measuring off my sugar with the measuring cup that I have. So yeah, that's the sugar and the beautiful, beautiful final product you see there after about 20 minutes of simmering low on the stove. And yeah, that's the consistency you want. You want it to be thickish, but still like exactly like a jam. Not too dry. You don't want it too dry. You want a little bit of sauce in there. Now let's move on with the dough. So I'm using a food scale to measure everything because my mother's Guyanese and you know they believe in eyeballing everything. So for the 20 pine tarts, you're going to need exactly, people, 584 grams of all-purpose flour. And this is the vegetable shortening. And she says that we need to use exactly what she puts. And exactly what she put is, let's see what we got there, 76 grams. And of course, beautiful butter. I'm using, I can't believe it's not butter because I love the flavor of that butter. And I think she's adding 3 scoops. That kind of looks like vanilla ice cream. So yeah, she added about 3 scoops, which is exactly 123 grams. Now we're just adding in some ice cold water, and you want to add the water slowly as needed and just really mix it in with your fingers and really get the dough working. You don't want the dough to be really like dry, but you don't want it to be wet at the same time. And what my mom really likes to do is to kind of take out the set of dough that's already incorporated very well and just put it in a plate or whatever, set it aside. And then she continues to add the water into the remaining in the bowl. So in that way, everything is kind of like evenly incorporated and like none of the dough has more water than the rest of it. So I think that's kind of the secret to why her dough is actually amazing. And that's me kissing my mother being weird because that's how we are. Anyways, back to the dough. Keep adding your water and keep mixing that dough very well. And I think my mom's gonna incorporate the two together. But of course, she has to bust out a little dance before because life is short and you gotta whine, especially when you're living on pastries. You know what I mean? You gotta burn it out. Anyway, she's gonna add the two back together, give it a final mix, and then we are gonna set it in the fridge for 10 minutes. You want to set it aside for 10 minutes to allow everything to like work up in there. Then we're gonna start forming little balls, and we made exactly 20 balls. And of course, roll it out with a rolling pin and start putting in that amazing filling that we made that you can literally eat with toast. I'm not even joking. And that's the folding, how it's done. Of course, keeping it very traditional, you know, the little holes, just like the cheese rolls. You gotta get those holes on the pine tarts and into a pan, because that's how it goes. So yeah, you just want to keep doing that, keep repeating the exact same things. You can fill them as much as you want. We kind of filled some more than some because we kind of marked them up like who's gonna get which one. So that's just a little slower look into how to actually fold it in case you're having a hard time to do that. Very, very simple. Extremely simple. It's like those, like when you try to make an airplane with paper in school, just like that. So keep doing that, and before you know it, you're gonna be done with all of your pine tarts, and it's gonna be time to add your egg yolk. So just beat up an egg yolk and rub it lightly onto it, and of course not all of them are gonna come out perfect, and bake those babies.
So we're here to do the taste test. Let's get in. How does it smell? It smells like fresh pie in some way, like a pie crust. It's basically a pie, like a triangular pie.
It smells like a Christmas cookie or something.
I actually low-key like eating this one. It's just hot, so I'm gonna go in for mine. Oh my god. No, seriously. Wow. That pine. You guys have to follow the exact recipe for how the pine filling is made. You guys! Holy shit!
Oh, this is the best pine tart I've ever had.
Oh my goodness, come here. It's not sandy. It has the perfect.
So good. The dough is so perfect. Cheers.
The dough. Cheers, the bestness. Oh my goodness, how?
Right?
Guys, we're not exaggerating. You have to try this recipe. Thank you so much for watching the video. You need to subscribe just because I shared this recipe. Yeah. So subscribe and like and share. Share with your families and friends.
Let this go viral.
Yeah.
No joke.
Click share and just send it to like every person you know on WhatsApp, every person you know. Share it on your Instagram, on your Facebook, and whatever. And you need to share it with yourself. You need to be making this. Thank you guys. Take care. I love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
You can't move from here.